Hey guys, Sublord here, back in with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Amazon exclusive. No OJisms here, because Amazon doesn't suck. Target. But today we're going to be taking a look at the Deluxe Lizard, brought to us by the fine folks over at Hasbro, who will remain fine folks because despite the controversy that the original Build-A-Figure Lizard that this guy is based on shares pretty much the exact same build from the neck down, I quite like this figure. I liked the Build-A-Figure when it came out, T-Rex head and all, but this one has one particular accessory that made me go, yep, I'm gonna drop $40 on that. And with that being said, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at that one accessory, that of course being this McFarlane style lizard head. Look at that. I am a sucker for Toddy Mack's Spider-Man as well as Batman. Maybe not the army of DC Multiverse Batmans he's putting out, but needless to say, I am a fan of the Todd Father. And I love the fact that we finally have a McFarlane-style lizard in Legends form. Despite the fact that, yes, this guy reuses some very, we'll say, not great parts. This very antiquated tail being one of them. Ironically, the ball joint in the bunghole is actually really good. Like, this is great. But then you get to these disc hinges, and it's just like, why? Why? Like, what the... It looks so bad. Like, Dwight Stahl, one of the head dudes on the Legends team, was like, that Bath Lizard tail is so terrible when they revealed the Walmart exclusive retro card one, which we will pull out for a comparison later. But he said this tail was so bad, but yet here they are reusing it instead of using like a bendy wire tail or something. Like, I don't know why they used this same tail. I'm guessing it's got something to do with corporate execs. Like, it's got nothing to do with the Legends team. They probably even made a tail for this guy, and they're just like, nope, we're just going to retool the same thing because it's cheaper. And you know what? Screw those people, because they don't got to deal with all the nasty YouTube comments, do they? No, they don't. But getting his tail so he can stand up with it, it's not difficult. Really, it's not. It is a little tricky, but he can do it. Especially if you're like me and you did the leg modification. Now, what is the leg modification? Well, first and foremost, I will leave a link in the description below to Rektangular's video covering this, because that's where I first learned about it. It's over on his channel many moons ago when the Build-A-Figure came out. And if I pop one of the legs off here, you can see that it is straight. It is not bent like it would be out of the package. And all you got to do, you got to heat up the upper leg, push the pin out, and then flip it around. Now, this is the left thigh on the right upper leg, whereas this is the right thigh on the left upper leg. Whoop! It's already popping off there. Didn't even notice that before. But as far as articulation on the legs, you can bend the lower leg a little bit. You can even bend this upper piece a little bit. I would say you could bend the legs maybe a millimeter more than the Build-A-Figure without the mod and with the mod, but I would say if you want this guy to stand up and not fall down all the time, do the freaking mod. He does have a hinge in the foot with a rocker that appears to be a little tighter, as well as the toe joint, but I didn't want to get frustrated messing with my McFarlane Lizard dolly, so I said screw it, and I did the mod. I will say all I had to use was a hairdryer and a little Lego lightsaber to pop those whatchamacallits, those pins out. I want to say this might be loosened up because it was not straight. It was not popped in all the way a second ago. That is interesting. I have to hit that with a hairdryer and try to warp it back into place, but at any rate, that's the legs. You can see that he can stand. Ooh. He can stand just fine. And he stands a little taller because of this mod. So that's another reason I did it. As far as his head goes, he's got a ball joint in the base of the neck that's kind of hindered because of the lab coat. Which, again, I might have to heat that up too, because that was not causing as many problems as it is now. And then he does have a ball joint in the base of the skull that can allow him to look up and down. He can open his mouth wide open, and then his tongue will hinge up and down. I don't think I mentioned this in the unboxing video on my Instagram. That is either up now or is gonna go up at some point. So just ignore that. Of course, you can rotate, you can tilt and do all that stuff. You can also rip his head clean off and swap the McFarlane style head on, like so, giving him that monstrous look, which I freaking love this. Despite this figure's shortcomings, the upper half is amazing. It's just the bottom half that sucks. I think he does have peg holes. If you wanted to put him on a base, you could do that too, and he'll stand up. As far as the shoulders go, they can hinge out, back down. They will rotate back and forth. He does have bicep swivel, double jointed elbow. No gumminess really, except in the legs, but I'm pretty sure the old one was like that. And I will say, one thing I noticed on the BAF that this guy also had was that the right leg before the mod was still kind of loose in the hinge department. So that's just kind of whatever. Swivel hinge wrists, those work fine. As far as this ab crunch goes, you can crunch him forward pretty far. You can straighten him back out, especially if you heat the coat. You can straighten him out a little more. He does have a waist twist also. And then, of course, his hips can kick forward, they can kick back, they can kick out. And then he's got a thigh cut there, which, again, I might need to heat this leg and warp it back, because I think I might have stretched the socket out by accident, straightening him out for this video. Hopefully that didn't happen during the size comparison clip, because sometimes I film these videos out of order, and I look like a boob if that happened. But at any rate, this figure is awesome, but I understand if people are like, nah. I like it. I think he's rad, but I'm a sucker for anything McFarlane Spider-Man, and I'm going to get what I can get out of that. Because we don't get these very often. We got Max Spidey last year. We got Venom the year before that. We got Lizard this year. This is probably the one we're going to get this year, alright? And I had to do a leg mod just so I could enjoy it. So I get it. I get it if you're going to pass. And I would say if you have the BAF and you have the Walmart exclusive Lizard, then you probably don't need this. But Lizard is one of my favorite Spider-Man villains. And again, that McFarlane had sold me on it. So with that being said, it's time now that we move right along and take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here's our new-ish Amazon exclusive Deluxe Lizard alongside the Walmart exclusive Spider-Man Retro Card Lizard from a few years back. Shout out to my buddy Evil Villain for the hookup on this one. But as you can see, the size difference is uncanny. This Amazon exclusive Deluxe Lizard is much taller than this Walmart exclusive Retro Card Lizard. And not for nothing, while the Walmart one may be a better figure for the most part, I think I have to give the edge to the Amazon one for having the superior sculpt and paint apps. The Walmart one just seems kind of flat and soft as far as paint and sculpt goes, whereas the Amazon one, really nice sculpt, really nice paint, just poor engineering on the legs and tail. Whereas this guy has the double jointed pinless knees, a calf cut, feet that don't suck, they just look kind of gecko-ish, more so than lizard-ish. And of course he's got the bendy wire tail, which does just swivel where it plugs in, but the bendy wire goes a long way. And apologies for the coat being super warped on mine. He's been posed up for a hot minute now, and well, I'm not gonna use a hairdryer to fix that. Instead, why don't we bring in the only McFarlane style Marvel Legends I have handy to compare this guy to, the Maximum Spider-Man. Probably the only figure worth a darn in the whole Maximum line right now because they picked the right costume. Fingers crossed for that black costume / symbiote Maximum Spider-Man. But yeah, he looks great next to this Lizard. You know, Lizard's supposed to be a large, monstrous character, and I think this new-ish, again, Amazon Deluxe offering fits that pretty well. The only other McFarlane-style Spider-Man character we got in the Marvel Legends line that's somewhat recent anyways is the Walmart-exclusive Spider-Man Retro Card Venom. He has a very McFarlane-style head, albeit with the animated series forearms, which I'm hoping with that Gamerverse Venom being a thing, the MVC one that came with Captain America, we get that in black with both the Mark Bagley-style open mouth head with the tongue and that McFarlane-style head with the closed, grinning mouth. That would be really cool. Another Spider-Man character I would love to see in Legends, because it's one he's kind of known for drawing, is Scorpion, but, you know, for the love of God, can we do away with the skinny, scrawny Scorpion sculpt with the pinned arms and legs, please? I'm not against pins, but I'm against that buck being so gosh darn small for a character who's usually drawn to be pretty bulky, at least in the 90s. So, getting him out of the way so we can make way for our two regulars. We got the Mythic Legions Brother Mandibilith right there. Now, Lizard's a little bit more modern than our medieval Mythic Legions representative here, but if you wanted to try and make something work, you probably could. And of course, last but not least, we have the infamous 11 Spawn. And if it weren't for the leg mod, yeah, Lizard would probably not be head-to-head with Spawn here. Might even be a little bit taller. And I neglected to mention this at the beginning of this segment, but since Lizard is a larger character like the Beastman, Clawful, and Ram-Man we looked at way back for the Masters of the Universe Origins 2000X cartoon collection, I decided to do one comparison at a time. Hope you don't mind, but I don't have an infamous amount of real estate to do these comparisons. So hopefully I was able to pull it off. So with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and if you missed out on the original Build-A-Figure or the Walmart exclusive retro card of good old Lizard here, then this is a definite must-have for your Spider-Man Rogues gallery. That said, if you have the Walmart exclusive version, or better yet, both that Walmart exclusive version and the original Build-A-Figure, and aren't too crazy about the newly sculpted heads for this Amazon exclusive release, then I think this is an easy pass, because not only is there not enough new going on to really warrant having both this and the Build-A-Figure, in my opinion, but it also still has the issues the previous Build-A-Figure had. The range or lack thereof in the knees at this point in the game is just inexcusable, and I should not have to modify the figure to get him to stand upright. That, and there's also the tail, which is a point of contention with many folks in regards to this figure. That said, I am a fan of the McFarlane style head on this guy. It's how I will display him amidst my McFarlane style Spider-Man shelf, which at the moment only consists of Spider-Man, Venom, and this guy, but hey, that's better than zero, isn't it? So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.